Alright guys, welcome to This Week in Wrestling, covering everything that's gone on over the course of this past week. A week which, rather than say TNA selling up, we're actually seeing Vince McMahon selling stock as he offloaded around 6% of his share in the company, equating to nearly $40 million. The reason for Vince selling stock was said to be able to fund estate planning purposes for both Mr. McMahon and certain members of the McMahon family. However, for anyone thinking this is a sign Vince could be done running the company, don't worry, because even after offloading 6% of the company's shares, he still has the majority holding with a whopping 48.09%, as well as owning 2.01% in joint shares with Linda, who also has 0.74% of her own, while Shane has 2%, Steph 2.47%, and Triple H with a lowly 0.07% of the company. Moving on to some more general news, and this week seen Emma suffer a ruptured disc in her back last Sunday night at a WWE live event, which unfortunately required surgery and means Emma will be off TV just a week after we seen her team up with Dana Brooke, who made her main roster debut last week, aligning herself alongside Emma as END. The good news though is that Emma did undergo surgery on Wednesday, which was said to be a success. However, it's not known at this time how long she'll be out for, meaning just like Big Cass, Dana Brooke will have to go it alone. Staying with injury news, and earlier this week, Nikki Bella made an appearance at the NBC TV upfront to promote the Bella Twins' new reality show, Total Bellas, where she gave an update on her injury status, revealing that the surgery looks to have been a success as her neck is fusing correctly, which is a good sign, but she will have to wait until July to find out if she'll ever be able to return to the ring. Nikki also gave an update on the Total Bellas show, revealing it'll centre around Brie and Daniel Bryan moving in with Nikki and John Cena to assist in Nikki's rehab from neck surgery, and she also teased both a wedding and a pregnancy will be featured on the show, with most people speculating that the wedding will actually be between the Bellas' mother, Kathy Collis, and WWE official John Laurinaitis, as opposed to either of the twins. Switching to NXT, and WWE this week revealed the logo for the upcoming Cruiserweight Classic tournament, as well as revealing the dates for the tapings, which kick off in June and continue monthly through to September. Talent so far listed to compete include both NXT stars as well as top indie names such as Zack Sabre Jr. and Drew Gulak. Speaking of NXT, this week William Regal announced that the NXT Championship match between Samoa Joe and Finn Balor at TakeOver next month will actually take place inside a steel cage, the first ever steel cage match in NXT. Also on the subject of TakeOver, it's been reported that the show will actually be named NXT TakeOver Revenge, as it focuses on the rivalry between Balor and Joe. Finally, we couldn't talk This Week in Wrestling without covering Extreme Rules, which takes place this Sunday night and sees AJ Styles once again vying to capture the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as he takes on Roman Reigns in an Extreme Rules match that also sees both the Usos and the club in their respective corners. Also, in case you missed it, WWE's YouTube channel shared a clip of what happened after SmackDown went off the air this week, and that features a great segment between both factions as a brawl ensues in the Go Home to Extreme Rules, so I'll leave a link to that in the video description if you want to check that out. Also on the Extreme Rules card, we'll have no disqualification as Dolph Ziggler takes on Baron Corbin on the pre-show, Texas Tornado as the Usos take on the club, Rusev challenges Kalisto for the United States Championship, New Day defend their tag team titles against the Vaudevillains, the first ever Ambrose Asylum match with Dean Ambrose taking on Chris Jericho, a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship as The Miz defends against Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn and Cesaro, and then finally Natalya takes on Charlotte in a submission match for the WWE Women's Championship, which has the added stipulation that if Ric Flair comes down to ringside, Charlotte will forfeit the championship to Natalya. So that is the match card for the show. It does seem to be missing a few extreme match types, as there's a lot of regular matches actually on the card, but hopefully it turns out to be a good show regardless. And if you want to get a full preview of the show, then you can check out mine and Elle's predictions, which I'll leave a link to in the video description. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do a pre-show stream on this channel this week as I got a ridiculous community guideline strike and that's disabled live streaming, but I will be streaming on Sunday night over on Regeneration X, so I'll leave a link to that in the video description if you want to come join. Anyway guys, that is all for now, but let me know your thoughts on this week's news and your predictions for Extreme Rules in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this week's show, and if you did, a like is greatly appreciated. I hope you all have a great weekend, enjoy Extreme Rules, and until next time, I'll catch you later.